I'm in Kathmandu, Nepal, and just about to board a flight to Bhutan, one of the happiest countries in the world. And there is one more thing. My flight today will be landing in the most dangerous airport in the whole world, Paro International Airport. The airport sits in a deep valley surrounded by mountains as tall as 18,000 feet above sea level. And there's only a handful of pilots that are certified to fly in and out of this airport. So it's gonna be an adventure. I'm so excited. On the way, I might be able to catch a glimpse of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. Let's get started. Let's see how it goes. Our plane was an hour late, but we finally managed to board the flight. If you're flying to Paro from Kathmandu, the Mount Everest will be on the left side of the plane. So choose your seat accordingly, just in case if you want to catch a glimpse of the world's tallest mountain. Now we are taking off from the bustling city of Kathmandu to the land of happiness. As we climb to the cruising altitude, the Himalayan mountain ranges appear in the horizon. We are in the air and we are flying parallel to the Himalayas. And the Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, is right there. I was so excited to show you the Mount Everest, and by the time I pointed my camera outside, the clouds rolled in with no notice and obscured the view. What a bummer. But don't you worry, I got you covered. On my way back from Bhutan, I was fortunate enough to have a good look at the Mount Everest. So here it is, the world's tallest mountain. We are getting close to Paro, the most dangerous airport in the world. Look at this, we are flying so close to the mountains. One wrong maneuver could change our fate real quick. Our skillful pilots are masterfully weaving our Airbus A319 between the mountains like a snake as we descend to Paro Valley. So we touched down safely at Paro International Airport. We are here. The airport is so deserted. This airport itself is a one of a kind. Maybe the most beautiful airport I ever been. Even the luggage carousel is so pretty. I took a taxi to my hotel in Paro town, and it's only a short drive. I checked into my hotel and I have to say this country is absolutely beautiful. Let me give you a quick tour of my hotel room. 2 beds, 2 large windows with beautiful views, a mini bar, bottled water, coffee and tea, and a very spacious washroom with a handsome guy in the mirror. The hotel gave me a welcome drink, so it's here. It's a tea. Oh, it smells good. So good. It's really good. It's got some spices in it. It's tastes very distinct and it's really good.
I finish my welcome drink quickly and get out to explore the town before it gets too dark.
So I'm in the streets of Paro, Bhutan, one of the happiest country in the world. I can already see that here. Something in this air. It's very calm and quiet, very peaceful, and so beautiful. So beautiful. We just have to come and see this. Absolutely magnificent.
This is a Buddhist prayer wheel. People spin this wheel to spread spiritual blessings and prayers.
Up until recently, tourists were only allowed to come here as part of an official tour package with a tour guide and a driver. But now they changed the rules, so I'm traveling by myself. I can breathe in the mountain fresh air. Oh, it's so pure and so peaceful. This town is so chill and relaxed. No wonder why Bhutan is considered as one of the most happiest places in the world. Ah, so calm and quiet, so peaceful. Behind these gates, the king of Bhutan lives. I wish I could go in there, but they probably shoot me down.
Paro, a town where time slows down. Surrounded by mountains and kissed by the flow of a tranquil river, the air carries a serene ambience. Prayer flags gently fluttering in the mountain breeze, the distant sounds of temple bells. Every moment feels like a step into an entirely different world.
One other thing I notice here is people are very friendly here and everybody just smiles at me, and usually that doesn't happen in the big cities. It makes me so happy.
Food tasting time. If you're new here, I have this tradition to taste the most popular local food in every new country I visit.
So I'm here at a typical Bhutanese restaurant and I ordered dashi as the most famous Bhutanese food. Unfortunately, it's a very spicy food and my spice tolerance is very low. But since I'm in Bhutan, it's like a once in a lifetime thing. I gotta try this. I have to do this.
Dashi is a Bhutanese stew made from hot chili peppers and cheese, and it comes with rice and pickle.
Man, it's really spicy. Yeah, it was a mistake. When I actually mix it with the rice, it's not that bad, but still it's very burning. When you first put it in your tongue, you can taste that flavor, and immediately burning fire. And this is the chili. I wanna see how it goes. Oh man, finally I give up. It's too spicy. Not for me. But you know, at least I gave it a try. It's a part of the journey. So I have a big day tomorrow. Gotta wake up early in the morning and climb the Tiger Nest. So gonna go back to my hotel, get some rest. Whenever you hear about Bhutan, the first thing comes to everybody's mind is the iconic picture of Paro International Monastery, or Tiger's Nest. The iconic monastery perched on a cliff 10,000 feet above sea level. The whole reason of my trip to Bhutan is to hike to Tiger's Nest Monastery. It's about 30 minutes drive from here to the trailhead, so I'm gonna take a taxi over there. Once I get to the trailhead, it's about 3 hours uphill battle.
My taxi is here.
I'm here at the trailhead. I think I have to buy tickets somewhere here to enter the monastery. Houston, we got a problem. Little did I know, you need to have a tour guide to get a ticket to the monastery. Unfortunately, I'm here by myself, so I won't be able to go to the monastery. But, ta-da! The lady at the counter was super nice, and I was able to convince her to give me a ticket without a tour guide. So, the journey begins. Let's climb the mountain, baby. That's the monastery right there, the Tiger Nest, Paro International. That's where I have to climb, and it's gonna take almost 3 hours. Let's get started. It's a continuous uphill, but it's not that bad. It's the beginning of winter here, so it's a little chilly, which kind of helps. I just met this gentleman. His name is Jimmy. He works up at the coffee shop? Cafeteria up at the hill. And he actually showed me a shortcut, so it could save me quite a bit of time. There are some hidden treasures he's gonna show me. So I'm super lucky. People here are very friendly. I'm so grateful for that.
The shortcut is very steep and slippery. I'm losing my breath. If you are not in a good shape, I wouldn't recommend this.
The hidden lake is a small, and it just was down there. Just now it was so dusty. While in the afternoon, when we were going down, it will be so clean and fresh. That bigger temple was a Tiger Nest, and that side smaller one is a Dolopu.
Jimmy is climbing this hill like it's a piece of cake. He does this every single day to go to work and make a living, without even a day off. I have huge respect for his work ethic.
There's a story that this Guru Rinpoche rode a tigress from Tibet to all the way here. That's why it's got the name Tiger's Nest. That's what I read somewhere. So I will ask Jimmy and confirm with him, is that true or not?
The Guru Rinpoche, he turned into tigers and came here at the cliff, and he stayed up there at the cliff by meditating. Then after a few, he tried to build a monastery. So it's become Tiger Nest. If you go up there, we can see a beautiful place, like meditating place.
Let's go check it out.
This seems like a good place to meditate without any disturbance from the outside world. While Jimmy was showing me the hidden treasures, my hand got caught on a brush and it's bleeding a little bit, but it's worth it.
What is that?
Something that came from the sky. I'm trying to research more about those. If I meet one of the monks, then I want to ask about those stones. I'm so excited to research about those treasures.
As we continue the hike, we met Jimmy's colleague.
Jimmy and his colleague, the lady over there, they offered me that Jimmy would carry my backpack because they see I'm struggling climbing these steep heights. But that's so kind of them.
You're just like a guest and coming here to the Bhutan, so we should help.
I kept stopping occasionally to catch my breath, and they patiently waited for me. Finally, we arrived at the cafeteria. The cafeteria is located almost by 3/4 of the way to Tiger's Nest.
Such a beautiful place. Especially at this time of the day, climbing the hill and coming and getting a tea, that's priceless. Thank you so much. So I'm drinking a tea. Jimmy bought me. It's so delicious. and this cold weather and hot tea, it's a perfect combination. Wow, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So I'm gonna say goodbye to our Jimmy, good friend Jimmy, and I'm gonna hike up. Thank you. I met Jimmy, who works at the cafeteria, and then he showed me a shortcut, so I saved almost an hour. He even brought me a cup of tea. How nice is that? Really falling in love with this place. This is so beautiful. That's Tiger Nest Monastery, so that's where I have to go. So the hike continues from the cafeteria. I'm almost 3/4 of the way. Hike is a little bit easier from here on, that's what Jimmy told me. The first portion, the shortcut, was super steep, but this is pretty chill, pretty mellow. If you are in an average kind of fitness level, you can easily make this. Just have to watch for your pacing. So you try to go too fast, then you run out of breath, and then you will be exhausted. But if you just maintain your pacing, it's not that hard. Almost there, almost getting close. I'm this much close, and it's almost like I feel like I'm in a dream. I never ever imagined that this would be even possible at some day. I still remember when I was a kid, dreaming about traveling around the world. This is all of my dreams are coming true, man. Couldn't believe it. Dream big, keep your dreams alive. It's gonna happen. Hello there, ponies. Tiger Nest, Paro sign, right in front of me. You guys wouldn't believe me. Like, you wouldn't know how long I've been waiting to come here. So I'm going down to the monastery. These are the last few steps. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't actually believe this. This view is priceless. I feel like $1 million now. That's where I came, and that's where I'm going. Unfortunately, no electronics are allowed inside the monastery, so I had to put my camera bag and every electronics at the security here, so from now on, there is no more footage. I went inside the monastery, walked around. By the way, it's gorgeous. You gotta see this. Once upon a time, the whole thing burned down and they rebuilt it again. I born and raised in a small village in South Asia with mountains and goats. And from there, I went to North America, eventually became a Canadian citizen. Now I am traveling around the world. My dream is coming true. I couldn't believe it. Even now, I couldn't believe this is real. I'm still wondering, is this a dream or not? Only one thing I want to say to you is, keep your dreams alive. Never ever give up. Someday, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Like all the good things in life, this also has to come to an end. It's time for me to say goodbye to Tiger's Nest. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.